Okay, so this is the final call, and I just want to celebrate huge. I have the fillable complete PDF version done, hot off the press, boo-wah, ready to go, and we have the Reclaim Your Sanity. So it is happening. So the so I can either send it to you now if anybody wants a copy of it now, and or when we start next time, um, just I'll just give you want now, Marcy wants now, okay, and Joelle later Gator. All right. And what about you, Valerie? Now or later Gator?
Now,
Okay.
or yeah, whenever is convenient.
Okay. All right. I'll do it. I'll do it. So the I'd love to like look at this last session is about celebrating what was our story in the beginning, and then what is our current story, and how do we live ourselves into that. And by the way, that's why I have the power hours. So just because you have a new story, you have an 18 lane highway of your old way of being. So what unconsciously happens is whoop, there it is, whoop, there it is, whoop, there it is, and we're back, and we're back, oh, and we're back. And wherever we go, there we are. And here it comes again, and here it comes again. That's right, Joel. So with so much grace, with so much compassion, with um so much love for ourselves, to give yourselves the support that you need to really live into your new story. That's what I want us to talk about tonight. One, celebration, and two, what support are you going to give yourself so that you stay in the synapses of this new story? Um, so go ahead, Valerie. Did you want to say something?
No, I was just understanding. I think I understood.
Okay, you want me to say something again?
Yes.
Okay, so in this final session, it's a celebration session. It's a chance to share. It's a chance to, like, if you looked at the bonus exercises, there's just more and more and more turn it up. What now? What do you desire? Now, what are you telling yourself in a loving way? Now, what is the payoff of this new story? So go ahead, Joelle.
I just show up and do the homework that you tell me to do. I don't even look at the book.
And you don't have to.
Maybe I was going to say, well, maybe you need to send me the link to the online one so that I can
Nah,
send it.
nah, nah.
Okay.
If you need a break, take a break. You got what you need. If you want more, you can have more, but there's nothing you're missing.
But when we do it again the next time, you're going to resend it all out.
You're gonna have the entire book. You'll have the entire book.
Am I going to have a hard copy? Because I prefer that.
I I probably am gonna have that. I'm trying to figure out what to do on publishing because if I put it on Amazon, um there's I got a few confusions, so I'm doing some research. But right now I have it in PDF version, so I could give it to you and you could print the whole thing out PDF, or you
Okay.
could do it electronic and it's all electronic and you can.
Yeah, I'm a paper person. I think better with paper in front of me than
So I can send you the
computer.
I can send you
Because the computer is linear, and I don't always think in a linear fashion.
well, and the fillable actually expands, and like it's not just, three lines. You can expand within it, but I totally get. I'm like you too, Joelle. Like I like to go back pages and, jump around and yeah, all that. So, I can give you the version that you can just print out.
Dr. Beth, you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
send it to her Kinko's right near her. You can send the digital to her Kinko's near her. They will print it out and she can pick it up.
Or you can send it to me and I can do that and I'll have it GBC bound. or 3-hole punched or something.
Okay. I like
That's
that
fine
plan.
too.
I like that plan even better.
Yeah.
My inner teen loves that idea. Okay, so so again, it's what are we celebrating from what is the old story to the new story? And then second, how do we keep ourselves living into the new story?
How do we do
There's
that?
Okay, I'm so glad you asked. All right, Joelle.
a couple ways. I find from yesterday to today, I found myself repeating the concept that Alice, repeating a lot of things actually, but especially the one about um, instead of things are hard or things are difficult, to replace that with love. That you need to, like, a marriage requires a lot of love
Yes.
and all of the things that that means: compromise, acceptance, fun, all of it.
Or
Uh,
kids need a lot of love instead of it's hard to raise kids.
right,
Yeah.
right. So I repeat that to other people as I'm chatting with people in the world.
I
And
want
not just that, but
I want to highlight that real quick. If you want to learn something, teach it. If you want to grok something in your bones, enroll others in your story. Tell people about your new belief.
that was the second part, the ancillary part to that, or the corollary, which was um, I tell people my new story. I just told my chiropractor today my new story.
Yes.
I let people know what my story is.
Yes. So tell us,
And
Joelle, tell us your new story.
I am a magical being. I'm loved and I'm lovable. I'm not perfect, but I I'm not perfect, and I can accept that I am not perfect, and I can recover from mistakes. And the people that I love the most are also magical beings. How can they not be?
Right.
And
They're a mere reflection of you.
and they can also learn and recover from mistakes, and they're loved. I love them and they're lovable exactly the way they are, just like me.
Beautiful. Yes.
And I
Drop.
say it as often as I can. And I even have it pinned up on, well, it got, I have it, had it pinned up on my mirror in my bathroom, but then I moved it to my 10 times magnification mirror. And I put a different one up last week. And it has fewer words, so it's easier for me to look at and be reminded. Whereas the other one, I kind of have to read or say it or whatever. So my new one says, I'm willing to be wrong.
Oh, I love it. Drop the mic, Joelle. Woo, 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 woo.
And I started my list from yesterday for the next session, which
Yes.
is what is great about being a mom, or what did I like, or what was I good at. And I have 35 things I wrote down
I'm
Wow.
so inspired by you, girl. Yes, yes, yes,
because
yes.
I want my new story to be true. And I want to give hope to other people. Even though I don't like it when people can't just be real about stuff, but whatever.
So we got to grow you into the realness of parenting is human. Parenting is all of it.
Well, and also in my truth, in my world, what else is there?
Right? Right?
I mean, everything else is just it's just not that important, but family is. It's the most important, second after
I
source.
love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so can I give you another idea on how to bring it into celebration even more?
How?
Would you like it?
Sure. Yes, let's do it, girl.
Bring it. Okay.
Bring
Is
it.
there anybody in your life, sister, friend, anybody in your life that your story is hard to swallow around?
Meaning, like,
I'm not seeing the magical being in them. They're a bitch.
Oh, how about this is
Right.
my solution to that. They are a little less magical today for me than usual.
Okay. Okay. So here's so
Still
here
magical.
so here's my invitation if you so choose to accept it. This is like living yourself into your new being. This is
Okay.
living
I'm
yourself
with you.
into
I'm
your new
ready to
story.
write.
Share your story and enroll them in your new way of being.
I have to, yeah. My son really needs this, but I can't live his life for him. So
No,
I
no, it's not
let that
about
go.
it's so it's not about fixing him or changing him. It's just saying, "Hey, can I share my new story with you? I just did this process exactly the way you did it earlier, Joelle, with your daughter." So, I used to believe I sucked as a parent and parenting sucks. Would you like to know my new story, son? Yes, mom. I'd love to know your new story. And say, boom, I am a magical being, blah, 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 blah. And then say, can you see that in you? Can you see the magicalness in you? Is there any part of my story that you're inspired by? Or is there any part of my story that you want to steal? Because take it, enroll yourself, have it. It's yours too. I'm willing to share it. I want to be a contribution to you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Okay, so Valerie, that's how
Yes.
that's how you do it. That's how you name it, claim it, own it, step into it, and then start catching yourself in that space. So you want to start catching every place like today. The possibility I'm living into right now is I am a loving, authentic um uh contribution. I'm a loving, authentic contribution. And there was a moment where somebody pissed me off and I was not feeling loving, authentic contribution. I wanted to shoot them a bird. And so
Oh, it's so satisfying.
so instead of doing that, I reclaimed what would be an authentic, loving contribution right now. And what I saw was letting them in, yeah, giving them humor of my bird. Letting them in and fly be free. And I mean, I had about 30 seconds of, oh, I could go up in front of him and slam on the brakes, or I could go up next to him and just scream. Like I was already in a stressed out state. I'm
This
just
is my
telling you.
reaction to anybody who hurts me or gets on my porch. That's my first.
Okay, so the second that happens, Joelle, that's the moment I am a magical being. They are a magical being. So the second I experience myself as not magical being or not loving authentic contribution, that's the moment that it's happening for me, not to me, because I'm getting to expand into more and more and more of that. So, anybody else want to play? Share your share your new story, and then we can talk about how to help you live into it. Go, Marcy. Go,
I'm
Marcy.
still
Go,
I'm
Marcy.
still crafting mine. Um because it started just a relationship, partnership, but it's really all my relationships.
Okay.
And um
Including with yourself.
yes. So mine's more bulleted, so it's not one like fun one saying. So really
Are
it's
you are is there any judge in the house? Just wondering if
work
there's
in progress.
a freaking judge or jury or a hangman in the house.
Um, So, and I don't know what's going on with my light. I don't know if you guys can tell it's flickering, but it's driving me crazy.
I didn't notice it.
Anyway, I get to decide. So, choice. Choice is real big with me. I choose how people get to be in my life, whether it's intimate relationships, friends, family, that type of stuff. And I choose to decide how much I share with people in my life because I'm in control of that. Um, so that might seem small, but that's a big thing for me.
No, I get
Um,
it. I get it. I get what you're throwing down.
and I am fulfilling my own needs every day. Everyone else is icing on the cake, like we talked about last week in
Yes.
my life. And there's no right or wrong way to navigate my relationships, intimacy, friendship. It's all perfect and divine.
Right.
Like what we were talking about yesterday. I have deep, meaningful, real connections with family, friends, partners, and um, it's reciprocal.
I love that. I
And my
love
battery's going to die, so I'm going to have to run and go get my cord. But
so how does that feel to your little 3-year-old? How does that feel to your super 7-year-old? And how does that feel to your inner teen?
so, they did help me. My 3-year-old just wants to make sure I have friends that will come over and have play dates and or go out and
Oh well,
have
you got Joelle, and you
Joel.
Is there
So,
wine involved? No, wine's for fat people.
yes.
Is there gin involved?
we'll have
We'll have
Finley
whatever you
make you
want.
a drink, Joelle, of all vodka and all tequila or whatever she made for her mom. Oh my gosh. Okay, keep going, Marcy.
So,
So play dates, 3-year-old.
yeah, 3-year-old wants play dates and just friends over
Okay.
and friends around. My 7-year-old wants to like get some stuff done and like be productive as far as like the house. So like let's so part of me taking care of myself is like, okay, I'm going to like I hired a handyman to do a couple things around here that I need. And there's just that's how we're gonna work together.
And can I ask you about the expansion of the word productive? Like you did you
All
expand?
I'm not getting all crazy. What I mean by that is my 7-year-old has like a couple things, like new toilets in my house and a shower door. We're gonna do that. So, because my
All right, we're
freaking
not going wild and crazy and
we're
giving
not going
ourselves credit
crazy.
for any sort of fun or any sort of sex or any sort of playfulness or any sort of inner work or
Well,
God
I
forbid.
haven't gotten to my teenager about sex yet.
Okay,
So,
all right, keep.
so this is my
Oh,
7-year-old.
they can learn it the way I did on the street. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So, um, but like today I checked in with all of my family and each of them had different needs. The teenager, I couldn't come up with something to do with the teenager, so
Oh my goodness, she's gonna sabotage
I
your
know.
butt.
She is not going to be happy with me. Well, we did go for a walk. She was like, I need to be outside. I'm tired of this stupid computer. So we did do that. And I had jam music and I was like dancing and people thought I was crazy. So that's what we
Nice.
did. The
All
teenager
right.
did that. So she's okay, but yeah. And
So can I give you an idea for the teen, a place to
yeah.
look? So the place to look for the teen is politically incorrect.
What ideas do you have, Joelle? You're like, yes. Okay, I get that. However,
Okay, so
I was politically incorrect and I had a playmate, teenager playmate, and that is gone.
I feel the end of the sentence, and whatever you're about to say is not true. It's not true. That's
Okay.
That's your
I
that's your story, and your story sucks.
I know I have tools to do the things
No
myself.
judgment over here.
I have done that still. It's okay. I know what you're talking about. And
How's my friend get to win? How does my friend, let me reframe it.
The
How does my
teenager
friend, yes, how does my friend not get to lose?
gets to blow off and do whatever she wants.
That's one. That's a politically incorrect. Give me the blasphemous Marcy. Give me the messy mess Marcy. Give me the playful Marcy. Um, um, and that can mean I get to I get to write every cuss word I want to write about Beth or about this dude or about life or like I just get to be messy. Blah. I just get to be messy. Like, what does your teen want to do and say that you're not giving her permission to do and say? And if you'll dance Tai Chi with that vomit pool without making yourself bad and wrong, my friend.
yeah. So I'm really waiting in a week and a half or a week and a day. I don't know. It's like a week. I'm taking Maddie and her best friend and the three of us.
Coming
I
to Nashville.
rented an Airbnb, huh?
Coming to Nashville.
No. I rented an Airbnb and we're staying a week on the beach in Gulf Shores, Alabama. And we have a concert, Morgan Wallen concert all weekend. But we're staying like a total of 8 days. And
That's
I
beautiful.
am just, I'm itching for the dancing and the beach and the just having fun and cutting loose. And my girlfriend's going to meet me there. And so I
So,
hear what you're
so all we
saying.
so all we have to do is just be miserable for how many more days before that happens?
I'm in this transition and that's where I'm struggling
Okay,
is
so
how do I go from where I had that playfulness to now it's just me
so I'm holding you tight. I'm holding you tight, baby girl. I'm holding you tight. I get it.
because I miss that and I miss him.
Yeah.
So,
So that is raw and fucking real.
yeah.
And letting yourself feel that and cry your little baby eyes out, but be held in that. And don't tell yourself to, you know, clean yourself up.
No, I have been. I
Okay.
have been all week I've been this way.
Okay, so I'm hearing judge and jury again. Like you
No,
like
it's just
like
that
you're supposed to
you don't
just
know that I
get
haven't
over it.
that I've done that.
No, I'm
So,
not. Okay, okay. Um, do you feel judge and jury by I've done it a week, or were you just stating a fact?
no, I was just saying that I have released that. You don't
Okay.
see that
No,
part of me right now until just now, but I have.
okay.
So I am feeling my feelings and I am allowing myself to do all of that. I have more freedom now working at home in my new job to be able to do all of that. I don't,
And your
and
inner
I
teen,
do cut loose.
and
So there are those things. I'm just saying that today my teenager wanted to do something wild and fun, and it was like, well, let's go for a walk because I can't come up with anything wild and fun.
yeah.
It's
That's all I'm saying.
I'm kidding. Again, kidding.
But but I scheduled time like Friday night. I'm going to go out with my friends, and I scheduled that time, and I've got some, so I'm slowly doing things. Just it didn't happen today, is all I'm saying.
So I am really hearing how beautiful you're doing this process. And I'm also hearing how much fun you were having and the loss and the grief of that not happening right now. And I am just really loving you and holding you right there.
Yeah,
And whether you've done it a week or 2 weeks or 6 months or however long you fucking need to do it.
yeah. And some of the things of me taking care of myself is getting some things in the garage done that we had plans. So there's just a lot of things coming up that we had plans for that I'm recreating the plans for
Yeah.
my own, you know. So they're in the process. The
Yeah.
bottom
Yeah.
line is that I get to start over and I get to, and I did a lot of the things like my old list, the things that I wanted to create before I changed, my new story and some of the things I wrote down. Like, I'm so proud of myself for some of the things that I've accomplished in the last 3 months
Yes. Yes.
that
Yes.
I,
Oh,
just
girl.
I'm not sharing every single moment with you guys. I have. I've done a ton and I've showed up big time for myself, better than I have ever showed up in any relationship. So,
I'm
um,
really hearing your teenager right now, by the way. I am
yeah,
really, really hearing and loving your teenager right now. There's nothing to fix. There's nothing you should do more. There's nothing. And maybe it's just acknowledging you are being your teen right now and acknowledging all that you are telling yourself right now and telling us for your teen to hear that you're hearing you. Because
yeah, I have
I'm
been
hearing,
listening to her
yeah,
and I think she knows it. I mean,
yeah,
we have had some of the best experiences in the last 3 months that I've had my whole life.
yeah,
And
yeah,
she really let go and let someone see that side of her. And it's a sadness and um it it's just a change. It's just a change I'm trying to adapt to now.
yeah,
Because I'm like, my 3-year-old's like, well, where's my friend? And where's you know, I spent just about every day with this person and now there's a loss.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. And how are you going to fill up that loss? How,
well,
how are you going to, instead of being the loss, be the one that fills up the loss? How are you going to do that?
yeah, so I have, I'm organizing some help to get my kayaks set up. I've got my paddle boards and I've got some friends I spent, also three months meeting new single friends. And so I feel really good with some friends that I have that like to do the same things, hiking, kayaking, paddleboarding. There's events on this meetup group with these friends. And I'm just going to keep widening my circle. I'm in a holding period, but in June I'm going to have, I started a new job and I'm going to be I'm going to be running this team. So I'll get to know a lot. My social life will start expanding. It's just, I'm in a transition. This month, the whole month of May is a transition for me, and it just ended on Saturday. And so I'm trying to acclimate to
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah, yeah,
I went from possibly back together better than ever to nope, we're done. And so that's where I'm navigating this new story.
yeah. Wow. And are you identifying with the three, the seven, or the team, or or are you the witness to the three, the seven, and the team?
Depends on the moment. This morning I was the witness to, and I was, we had this great family meeting, and um, this is around the time when I start losing it.
When you really, really miss it.
So
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're here, Marcy.
I chose to be
Oh,
here instead of going out in the bar because
yeah,
I want to work on myself. I
yeah,
don't want to drown in
yeah,
and escape.
yeah. So one twist of words instead of working on my fabulous, adorable, perfect friend, loving, loving even more my fabulous, adorable, perfect friend that's really sad right now and needs so much holding and so much loving, so much compassion. And you didn't do anything wrong, Marcy Brown. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah,
Try that one on. Just try it on. We don't
I
get to
know. I'm
control the
still
weather
trying to
and we
just
don't get to control.
not feel like I was too much,
No,
you
hell
know?
no. Hell no. Turn it up. And fuck him if he can't handle all that in a bag of chips. Don't turn that light down, girl.
I don't
Don't
want
put your
to.
light under a basket, it says in the Bible.
Yep. I know. I know. It's not strong footing yet. So
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
trying it on.
we're seeing you in your strong-footedness. We're seeing you. And I'm really hearing you're doing it everywhere and taking such good care of yourself, setting your boundaries, being in your new story, playing out loud, giving yourself all of it. All of it.
Yeah. I got some like short Daisy Duke shorts and I got my body tan. Like I'm ready to just be fucking hot mama out there with these 20-year-old girls.
Let's go. Let's go. Take
You
it
look
to
20 to me on Zoom anyway. You look 20 to me.
take
Yeah, I'm gonna
And I
say I'm
say,
their
show
big
your butt cheeks
sister.
like those 20-year-olds do. Show your butt cheeks.
Yeah, I am. I don't care. And I got some new swimsuits. Like my friend helped me pick out some swimsuits. He's like, "Why are you wearing mom like swimsuit bottoms? You need to go get some high cheeky ones." So I did, and I was like, "Damn, these are better." I've got like five new bikinis. Like there is a this is all good. It's just
I
I'm feeling my
see you.
feelings and the
Yeah,
wave is here right now, but there are so many things in like I'm so excited about and there are so many things that I'm sad about at the
yeah.
same time.
Does it ever feel like it makes you feel crazy? When I feel loving feelings and mad feelings at the exact same time, it can just make you feel crazy. Go
Yeah,
Marcy. Go Marcy. Go Marcy. Go Marcy.
yeah.
Thanks, thanks, thanks. Hmm.
So upgrade how you see me too,
Oh,
please.
I already see you, girl.
Okay.
I I've been seeing you in the upgrade.
You deserve, Marcy, to have what you want.
Yeah, I
You
and I
deserve it.
and I believe that. Like
And
I
it's
have
hard.
tried
I
to
mean,
convince myself that for years, but I'm like, I believe it.
Well, good catch, Noel.
it's you you just need to love yourself more.
Write that down. Write that down, Joel.
Oh, I got it right here on the love you more, love you more.
All right. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay.
Okay.
Ariel or Valerie, either one of you want to play with where you are? And Ariel, I know you're coming in kind of the tail end of the reclaim your sanity. So you can just soak up all the goodness of where everybody else is pouring it in, or just jump in feet first. If you want to reclaim a new story, you get to reclaim it in the moment, on the spot, every time you want to. So you're muted. You're muted, Ariel.
Um, I don't know exactly what the ground rules are here, but I heard what you said last week, and I went on a dating site. Like I made a profile because I was like, oh, I really should do that because I say that I'm open to it, but I don't even try. Yeah, and so nothing ever changes because
Oh,
I don't do anything about it.
oh, I
And
resemble
then
that one. Oh, ow, ow, that mirror, mirror. Keep going.
and then because I'm like I'm totally awesome, right? Like I
Yes.
yeah, and I'm feeling like how come nobody's how come nobody's here with me in my awesomeness? So
Yeah.
They
I
just aren't
met
awesome
somebody and I
enough.
started chatting with them, and they were like, "Oh my God, you're so awesome." And that was pretty cool. And I
Yes.
had like a 5 hour phone conversation. And then the next day, more text messages and phone conversation. And then they kind of disappeared after I shared a little bit more of myself. And that hurt my feelings a little bit. So, and I made up. I'm not positive, but the tone of the conversation changed after I sent a video of some of my stage work. And I think that he didn't like it, or yeah, or that changed how he saw me. And his whole tone and the language he was using like shifted. And then I haven't heard from him since then. After he was coming on super strong, which I'm like, it's okay. Sometimes when people come on really strong or whatever, it scares them, scares you, scares them. But I made up that it's because of how my body is packaged.
Mm.
And he totally is into me. But then when he saw what I looked like, he was not into me anymore.
Could it
And
be
that
that he was intimidated by your stage work?
it could be. It could be. I mean, I'm willing to be wrong. I said, and I'm pretty sure I made it up because I don't have any evidence other than the tone of the conversation changed. And that was the first time. I mean, I told him what I did, but then I like showed him some of the things. And
Ariel, you're a rock star. Like you're a fucking badass rock star. And if some guy needs to be bigger than you, they may not be able to handle themselves. They may not be able to.
yeah, I already kind of don't even, yeah, I already don't even know. I'm not sure. I think that I might be more evolved, and I don't want to be judgmental, but just but I I might be at a real different place than this person. I
Yeah,
don't want to be
definitely.
judgmental, and I really got that he liked me, but during that 5 hour conversation, he also drank, and he didn't say he was drinking, but I could tell that he was drinking because he was starting to slur his words. And yeah, and I'm like, well, I don't think that might be appropriate. And then I gave him so much grace. Like, he could probably be freaked out about talking to somebody for the first. Yeah, I gave him so much grace for just having those beers and for having to take a potty break during our 5 hour conversation. Um, but
You
yeah, so
deserve
there's a
it.
lot
You
of
deserve
levels
it all, Ariel. You
a
deserve it
lot of
all.
levels of that. But I tried to play, and I guess I'm going to continue to try to play. I was super excited about it, and then I'm like, okay, I got to slow my roll and really look at who this person is. um
So,
i
so
mean I
what
mean,
is
need to get to know them, not I need to get more judgmental or anything like that. I need to get to know them. You can't, it's not just like one, two, three things like, okay, that's the perfect match for me. But I did get a little bit yeah, I felt a little bit hurt that he was like reaching out for yeah, it sounds so stupid. He was reaching out every day and pretty consistently and then disappeared.
No, it doesn't sound stupid at all. And being your loving, wise self, and sometimes one of the ways to get to your loving, wise self is to ask your teenager, what would your teenager tell? Like if your teenager got in front of you and this guy and put your little baby 3-year-old behind you, what would your teenager say to your little 3-year-old that just said, I may be too big or I may be too much or there may be something wrong with me or whatever the story is that your little 3-year-old said. What would your teenager in her badass bodaciousness like, and it's not too much to say I'm more evolved. It's not too much to say,
Yeah, well, I would say just that I'm more evolved. If it really comes
yeah,
down to something that superficial,
yeah,
I'll
Thank you
yeah,
very much. Thank you for not wasting any more of my time. Thanks for letting me find my light again. Thanks for letting me know I am all that in a bag of chips. Yes, yes, yes. Next.
yeah. I really had
Remind
fun.
me,
That was like
remind
being
me when I say
16, when
this.
you have that conversation when you're 16 years old and you're all night long and everything. It was hilarious. But it was also a 16-year-old conversation.
Yep, I get it. Yep.
Yeah. 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 Anyway, so I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna be resilient, even though being resilient fucking pisses me off. Excuse my language.
Well, and you
Um,
don't, and that doesn't mean
like why am I
Your
why
inner
do I
teen.
have to be resilient? Why
oh,
can't
hold on 1 second, Ariel. Doesn't mean you have to push yourself into the limelight on stage until you're ready. Give yourself
I
30
know, I
minutes
know,
to breathe. Give
I
yourself,
know.
whatever you need to just love up your little precious 3-year-old until she's ready and hold yourself in getting to have it all. And I heard you say try twice. I tried. No, you didn't try. You did it. You didn't try. You played. You were in action. You showed up. You did it. I'm so inspired by you. It's not about what happens in the interaction, it's that you did it.
Yeah. Thank you.
What were you going to say, Joelle?
Two things. You can borrow my inner teen anytime you want. She loves to talk smack. And two, um, something Amy said. Do you know Amy? Does she know Amy?
Maybe not quite yet. The mama
Okay, so
of Finley.
Amy is this amazing person, and I have a big personality, and that's who I am, and I'm fine with it. And Amy says that she has a big personality. I think it's just perfect. And her comment to people like that is, you think I'm too much? You want less? You deserve less. Go find it. Go find less. And that's what your inner teen is saying to you.
That's
And
right.
it's not being judgmental. It's just
Yeah.
I'm worth I'm worth more
And
than
I'm
you.
I'm not
I
bringing my light down.
right.
There's a saying that I saw, and it says, "Stop pouring your depth into shallow people."
Hey, I like that. Woohoo!
Boo-ah.
Yeah.
Boo-ah. Oh, I'm holding you. I'm holding you, Ariel. So proud of you. I'm inspired by you. And I'm like, damn, go girl. Ah, look at Ariel run. Ah. Okay. All right, Valerie, give us your new story and how are you going to live into it?
I allow wealthy clients that are giving and willing to follow through.
Yes. Yes.
And how am I living into it? I'm dropping the other ones like it's hot.
I love it. I love it. So Valerie, is your who do you need to be to live into that new story? Worth money, worth value, worth your time, worth your meeting you as your energy level is on fire. Who do you need to be? I didn't hear you.
I don't understand.
Um, so who is the beingness, not the doingness, but who is the beingness to live into your new story? Do you need to be badass? Do you need to be,
Authentically truthful,
all right, I love it. I love it. What else?
willing to say no,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and expand in areas that sometimes.
Your phone is doing something weird.
Is it? Can you hear
Yeah, now
now?
I can hear you better. Yeah.
Okay, great. So expand, meaning to, like, I remember that I didn't like dating because I got confused. And I remember one Friday I said, this is just too exhausting. And sometimes with clients, I like to have more than enough time to work with them. And for the first time this week, I had to really tell them, listen, I only have a half an hour and I got to go. And I've never really done that.
I love it. Yes. So you have to be a being of accountability to time.
Oh,
Be
yes.
be a being of being aware of your value.
Uh, I'm not sure I understand that. It sounds good. I'm not sure I understand that.
So when somebody works with me, I am so present to $550 an hour is I am so worth $550 an hour. I am worth that. I change lives in 10 minutes.
Right?
I don't even need a whole hour.
Right?
Okay. So if you can see the value of who you are and grow yourself into that value, then that, you don't deserve crumbs. You deserve to be treated with your value. And you may have to grow your value up, your beingness into the value that you see yourself to be, into this new story.
Grow the value up. Okay.
Can somebody else say different than what I'm saying, how I'm saying it? Anybody?
Say
What
it
Martha?
you're
again.
saying is kind of like raise the vibration of your, like within you, your worth and your value so that it reflects out to those clients that you want to attract.
And the belief of that vibration. Like I've got to believe I'm worthy of that vibration. What is it? 900, Valerie? What's the vibration of abundance? 900? Right? So I've got to believe I am valued and I'm worthy of a vibration of 900 so that I get to attract 900.
Mm-hmm.
Joelle, what were you going to say?
Uh, I think what I've noticed is sometimes I scare people when I say exactly what my rate is. And for what I do, I really am supposed to get 150,000 and I know that. And I know it scares people. And the reason I get 150,000 is because I have the skills of 150,000. And
Word.
most people feel they kind of put things in a little box, like they got a box for this one and a box for that one. And I am a multi talented, skilled, and cultured professional. And
Yes.
that's why I get 150,000. And
Yes.
I have the ability to perceive long distance and correctly perceive. Like 8 months ago, I was sharing with people about the tariffs and what you need to do in order to be prepared. And it took people 8 freaking months to come back and then start saying what I was saying 8 months ago. I just, and
It's
I do
hard
that.
being a visionary. It's hard being a visionary. It really is. And you and I worked together 20 whatever 20 years ago or 15 years ago and we saw what we're already seeing now. Then
Right, right,
didn't have Zoom.
right.
We're doing it with
I
freeconferencecalling.com.
know, right.
Yeah. I see you. I see you. You've got to get your own value. So you're still trying to convince us because you're not convinced. I already know that. Go ahead, Joelle.
So I, I'm not sure how this applies to the conversation, but I am not a visionary. I'm not. I can't. I'm a here and now person. I'm very tactical, and that's what I was going to say to Valerie is that visionaries get paid the big bucks, and whoever your potential customers are, that's what you say. I'm a visionary. As a visionary, a CEO in a company, is the visionary and and he lets other people do the stuff that I do. And you got to pay for that,
Got you. I
you know?
got you. I got you. Okay.
I mean, I wish I were a visionary. My husband is a visionary. I'm not a visionary. Like he's good at market predictors and things. Which is funny because he can't figure out, where the ketchup is in the fridge, but hey. Um,
The toast.
yeah. What should I wear today? Well, probably not those. That anyway. So if you want to be where you want, if your company wants to, I don't know exactly what you do, but if your
Sure,
company wants
sure.
to be where I see the future going, you need to pay me for it. That's it.
Right.
And when you don't want to, just say, I understand. You don't have, I get it. I understand. And they'll come back to you 7, 8 months later.
Next or next.
Right.
Next. Yeah.
You don't tell them
Next.
that they're going to come back to you 8 months later. You just say, I understand the hesitation. Thank you very much. Gotta go.
And
Thank you,
Valerie
Joelle. Thank you.
and Valerie, growing your value where you believe it, others will believe it. When you don't believe it, others won't believe it.
Got it.
All right, you guys,
Whew.
this is the closing of Reclaim Your Sanity round we just completed, and I would love to hear one word out, and my request is that you will give me a written testimonial that I can share with others of what you're living into. And it's a twofold thing. One, it benefits me, and two, it benefits you. So go ahead, Joelle.
So can I just write something and send it to you?
That's all I'm asking.
Okay.
Yeah, write it, video it, text it, whatever you want to do. But my point is put it in documentation and share it with me, share it with others, and it concretizes it. If that's a word, it should. If it's not a word, it should be a word. Okay, all right. So, what's your one word out, Joelle?
Thank you.
Receive, Joelle. I receive. Thank
This has
you.
been this has been a real game changer, and that's what I'm going to write because yeah, I know what I'm going to write. Thank you.
All right. I'm so grateful to play with you, Joelle. I just love you so. Love you so. All right, Valerie, what's your one word out?
Stretching beyond.
Yeah. Woo, I want some of that. Yeah. All right. Ariel, what's your one word out?
I'm going to go with resilience, Dr. Beth.
Ooh.
Yeah, baby. We bounce. We
Yay,
bounce.
my
We
favorite.
bounce. We bounce. All right, Marcy, what's your one word out?
Still living into perfect and divine.
Ah.
P&D, baby. P&D. Mine is gratitude. I don't know if you guys know this, but I had no idea what I was going to do this round because people were bouncing in and bouncing out and coming in early and coming in late and doing all your dues, and I just danced. I just danced and it was a blast. So I know I can dance with whatever is it's happening for us and not to us. So that's
Ah.
fine.
I'm not good at that kind of dancing. I'm not really good on my feet unless I'm being funny. And then I'm really good at that.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I never opened the book for the entire 8 weeks.
Me either.
There you go.
Oh,
This reminds me of a time that I Sharon Swan Cowdery that some of you have met on the calls. 30 years ago, we did a course together where we had no idea who was doing what for 7 days. And whoever was on the front of the stage could say, "Hey Sharon, could you take it from here?" And she'd just jump up and roll. And I'd be in the middle of talking to Valerie or talking to somebody, and she'd say, "Beth, you go ahead and take it from here." And I'd be like, so I had to constantly be totally present with what was, while at the same time dancing in the what is. So anyway, I'm just grateful for the opportunity for me to get to stretch into this with you guys. And I would love to know what you got out of it with me playing this way. All right. Mwah.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye,
Go out
everybody.
thank
there and get them, girls. Get them.
Mm,
Let's do it. Let's do it.
yeah.
Can't wait for the next round.
Right
Hmm.
on. Right on.
right.
Bye.